Hey, so this is Spiritual Life is Love, and this is part two of the what do we need to do to get this 80s, 90s love? How do we bring back old school love? So many of us are searching or have been. Some of you are searching or looking for the old school love, and this is what you're trying to gain. And I just thought it was a good idea to kind of ask Spirit, what do we need to do more of, or just kind of like what if it like what does what is what? Let's figure out what the disconnect is. What do we need to do as a whole collective across across everyone to bring back this 80s, 90s love, this true love? And then I was going through the cards, and then some things that came up with this, like make sure our heart light is on, so make sure we're open, and then we gotta like ask for help from the elders, and not be willing. We got to endure the love that we receive once we take a chance, and that we need to learn how to receive more and not just be superficial. And we just need to know that Spirit is here helping us with some miracles and blessings surrounding love. And then I got the True Love card twice. So a lot of you, which I think the spiritual connection is really important for some reason. I think a lot of us are... a lot of you have the spiritual connection, here we go, that is swirling around and that has been calling to you, your true love. And I think because of the current circumstances, with the love of right now, that for some reason is not being received in that way. For some reason, you're unable to receive the love that God is really giving you right now. So I'm just going to ask Spirit, like, how do we get to the true love that you put out twice from two separate decks? So that's a quick recap. So let's see, Spirit, what else do we need to know about getting back to the 80s, 90s love? What do we need to do to get back to the 80s, 90s? Okay, so maybe focus on attraction. Finances and career, I guess, are a big factor in many people's lives right now. So if you're a person of a certain age, then you're probably working and focusing on your career. So maybe some of you need to do some balancing, or, it's like, okay, it's okay to kind of, like, you're never going to be perfect. Like, not to say that, I'm sorry. For some of you who've really been focusing on your finances and careers and you're trying to make it to a certain level, you can bring in love sooner than what you think. You don't have to wait till you're at a level 10 to receive the love of a lifetime of your true love. Like, you can get to a certain level and then slow down or turn around for some of you and realize that love is here, and that the attraction, because attraction came out with the finances and career. So a lot of you are attracting or attracted to certain persons, but feel like you have to be at a certain level in your career to pursue, and for some of you that is not the case. So for some of you who are thinking you need to be a certain place, and I say that loosely because I feel like if you're goal-oriented and you're ambitious and you're really making changes in your life, then I feel like the person will be receptive to that and continue their romantic feelings to move forward with you. So a lot of us people need to focus on their romantic feelings, as well as focusing on chemistry. Like, start to build back, like, start to like each other again. Like, in both these pictures, it's like couples, and I feel like really do like each other. Like the dressers in this picture, the touch in this picture, the energy is like really liking someone. Like the 80s, 90s love, you really took more risks, and you believed it, like you felt it, you enjoyed it. You didn't hold so many walls up. And I feel like for some, there's so many walls that you won't even allow yourself to get to this point. But I feel like with that being said, some of you are missing out on these two true love cards over here because you have a wall up. So you have to know that you do deserve love. A lot of people need to understand that you deserve love and you're worthy of love. So for some of you that are trying to find this 80s, 90s love, then it's like, okay, wait, I deserve this. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to find my true love. I worked on my finances, and now I'm ready to attract my person. So forgiving and learning and free yourself. So some of you need to forgive yourself from past situations that it just happened. So free yourself for those thoughts and forgive and learn. Like the other card said, forgiving. So a lot of you need to forgive and learn what it is that you need to learn, and just go back to the basics, go back to flirting, go back to chemistry, go back to attraction, go back to just the lightheartedness of just being with someone else. You know, really just slid right out religious factors. So maybe some people are too caught up in religious factors, but in heart-to-heart conversations, maybe some of you just need to have a heart-to-heart conversation that's not as bad as you think. Like their appearance, even though they might present as one thing, doesn't mean that they don't or won't be a good fit for you. You know, like some of you just need to have a conversation with people. Like go back to talking outside on the steps. Like they're outside. Like they're by the lake. Like he's outside in this picture. You know, this one's by the lake. Like they're outside. They're courting. They're not in the house. They're not Netflixing and chilling. But maybe at some point you might have a heart to conversation. But these folks are outside. They're on dates. They want you to play more. Bring the playfulness back. Like, don't be so serious. You know, don't bring the play. Like, to recapture your romance, to bring it back to the 80s, 90s, there gotta be some more playfulness, some more, you know, love taps, some saying jokes, some flirting. Okay? No. So, and it's safe to love. So Spirit wants you to know to bring back that 80s and 90s love, you have to know that it's safe to love. You know, and I put over here next to the true love. So some of you need to know, and trust is huge, 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 huge. Like the angels are just inviting new love. Like trust in this new love that you're going to get. Trust that it's going to happen soon. Like trust, you have to trust that these things are here for you. So a lot of you who are wanting the 80s, 90s love, you have to trust that, oh, look at this one. I didn't realize it. Let go of control. So let go of control issues and let the love life prosper. You can't control it. Back in the day, you couldn't control. You just went with the flow. It just maybe the walls wasn't up, or maybe social media wasn't here. Maybe, I don't really know. That's why I'm asking Spirit, kind of, what do we need to know and what do we need to do to bring back the 80s and 90s love? Like, what do we need to do? You know, let go of control is one of them, along with the rest. Pay attention to the signs. So some of you just need to pay attention to the signs. You know, they give you a lot of signs towards this new love, these two new loves over here. Or when you're dating someone or talking to someone and you get the gut feeling to leave, then you need to go. And look, as I say separation, isn't that crazy as I'm saying that? Some of you just need to separate when you get the thought to separate. Isn't it? Trust your gut. You know, some of you, when you get the thought to stay, but as I say that, have faith. And let your fears, leave your fears behind. As I said that, this is crazy how this is syncing up. So yeah, look at, pay attention to the signs. So have faith and leave your fears behind that things are going to work out, especially for this new love and this true love. So you got to change the way that you're thinking. For us to bring back the 80s and 90s, we need to change our thought process to more like it's going to work out and already doom the situation before it takes off the floor. You know, so look at this. Stay optimistic. Oh my gosh. It is flowing tonight. So stay optimistic and reconcile. So some of reconciliation. So just know that for some people, reconciliation may be an option. So maybe instead of just saying no to a situation that you needed more clarity for, maybe some of you needed to stay around, let go of control, and really forget the situation, instead of just bouncing and leaving, you know, for some situations that are presenting. And a lot of times with this 80s and 90s, we need to put more action. Like, it needs to be more action. It needs to be a deepening, you know, like it needs to be some more action done. It is not words. So this generation that bring back the 80s and 90s love, you need to kind of put more action into what you're doing. So, can I wrap this up in 15 seconds? Let me see. You are enough. So know that you are enough to bring in the situation that you've been looking for. The 80s and 90s love is around, but we just gotta just love ourselves.